Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a toy review which is quite surprising as I haven't done it in quite a while. Which is also strange as it's some of my best videos where it is reviewing the Hammond collection figures. However, there's been a period of my life where I didn't really collect any of the Hammond collection figures as they've been badly distributed throughout the world other than America, and they're not that great, most of them. However, recently I've been back into collecting the Hammond collection. As I've heard, they've had good releases on some of their figures and even some good figures, such as the Allosaurus being the figure reviewing today, the Giganotosaurus, the Therizinosaurus, the Carnotaurus, and even some of the smaller figures like the Pyroraptor and even Blue. So yeah. However, we're reviewing the Allosaurus today. If you want me to review the other figures, please tell me in the comments section down below. So yeah. So the Allosaurus, here's the front of the box. This is the prototype of the figure, which I'll get into my issues with the prototype image. I always love the box where it looks like a cargo. Hammond collection, Allosaurus. And then at the side, you got another prototype shot. And this is strangely based on the Battle at Big Rock YouTube short. If you haven't watched that, I don't blame you. I'll put a link in the description below for you to go and check it out. It's not bad, but it's 10 minutes, so it's quite they can't really do anything with 10 minutes. So yeah, here's the back of the box. Nothing that much. I do realize that the older boxes did actually show the shots of the dinosaurs in the film. However, it seems like they've kind of scrapped that, and that's kind of sad because I did like that. So yeah, and then here's the other side, just Hammond collection. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the review. Okay, so here we have the Allosaurus out of its box, and first of all, I've realized that they've done some things on this release that you don't really see on the older releases for Hammond collection figures. First of all, such as the long tail, they gave it a really long tail this time, while back then I don't think they gave them this long of a tail. And then also more proportionate feet, which is very nice, as the older figures, some of them, they had really huge feet, and that was kind of weird. And then next, let's see if you can capture on. Alright, there we go. They put in glass eyes for their figures, even more of the medium-sized dinosaurs. While back then the glass eyes were for like the bigger sized dinosaurs, and I think it was only on the T-Rex. So yeah, glass eyes on them. And I do have an issue with glass eyes, so I'll get into that later on. But also, they gave them smaller teeth, and I really like that they give it smaller teeth as it actually looks dangerous instead of like blunt big teeth, which most of the figures had back then. So yeah. So first of all, let's get into the overall design of the figure. And overall, do I think this is accurate to the depiction of the Allosaurus from Battle at Big Rock? Yes and no. So first of all, the Battle at Big Rock, most of the renders or designs that have come out of Battle at Big Rock, the Allosaurus is shown to have a lighter, darker, darker blue color than this. This is more on the lines of dark bluish black. So yeah, the colors is not exactly the same in my opinion. And second of all, I don't remember the Allosaurus having this red marking on the face at all. Tell me if I'm wrong there. And then last but not least, if I'm not wrong, there was one shot of the short film where it showed him having a blind eye, and as you can see here, he's not blind at all. He has the pupil, it's yellow color, same as the other side. So those are a few of my issues with the design. However, I think it's okay, as this mainly seems to be a crossbreed between the battle at Big Rock Allosaurus and the Jurassic World Dominion Allosaurus, as the Jurassic World Dominion Allosaurus did have the red marking here. So it's kind of the same situation with the Hammond collection Ceratosaurus, where the Ceratosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 didn't have any of the stripes. However, it did have the stripes in Jurassic World Evolution. So yeah, I think this figure's mainly a crossbreed between the battle at Big Rock Allosaurus and the Dominion Allosaurus. Okay, now overall, even though the designs are a mixture of both, I still do like it. So I'm gonna give the design overall and the detail on this figure an 8.5 out of 10. Now let's get into articulation. Articulation for this figure is okay. It's not that bad, where it's still better than some releases. However, there's some parts of this figure that kind of bring down the articulation. And first, let's get into the bendable metal wiring tail. So, as you know, most of the Hammond collection figures come with a bendable wire tail, like that, where it's made out of rubber, and then on the inside there's a bendable wire where it allows you to bend it without the need of ball joints everywhere, which I think is a good thing. However, on this release, it's not the best, in my opinion, as if you try to get it into a curved pose, which a lot of the Hammond collection dinosaurs can do, such as the Baryonyx, the T-Rex, even the Velociraptors can do. However, on this release, if you try to make it curved, it kind of bumps up a bit and doesn't stay in place. So there is a range, and I think the max you can go for the tail is that curve. So it's not that curvy. However, I don't think it's a major issue, and overall still the tail feels good. However, I wouldn't say that this is the best bendy wire we've seen for a Jurassic World Hammond collection release. Okay, now let's get into the rest of the articulation. Another articulation that has been downgraded on this release is the pivot, the spread. The spread on most Hammond collection figures aren't usually there. However, they do have a bit of a spread. However, on this release, you can't really notice it. That's as much as it can spread, which isn't a lot. So yeah. Alright, now legs, you got a knee joint here, which allows you to bend forward that much, bend back that much. Then you got the ankle. The ankle, you can move back that much and move front. And then you also got foot articulation, where you can move it back that much and move it forward that much, and even it allows you to pivot the feet. However, it's not that useful as the spread on the figure isn't that great. And then the arms, you can move it out that much and also put back. Then the arm section, you can bend it 180 degrees and bend it up to around 90 degrees. And then the wrist, you can bend it forward, you can bend it sideways and inwards. And then for the neck articulation, it's quite interesting. However, the sculpt kind of breaks the illusion that when you look down, you can see that it's very smooth here, so it doesn't look the best. But you can look down that much and look up that much, and then for the head, you can look up that much, look down that much, and the upper jaw and bottom jaw are both on separate joints where you can open them separately. So that's very nice. Also, forgot to mention, the leg, you can rotate it. It's a bit tough here. Oh. Alright, hold on. That one's a bit tighter. I'll show you on the other side. You can rotate it 360 degrees. And what's nice also is that it's on a ratchet joint, so it will stay stiff for a long time. And the arm, you can also rotate it 360 degrees. So overall, the articulation on this figure is decent. It's not the best Hammond collection, however, it's not a bad articulated Allosaurus. I still think that this is actually the best Allosaurus figure we've ever gotten before. And I think this is one of the best Allosaurus figures ever. Unless you count the vintage Kenner Allosaurus, which you can open up and like play with its anatomy. That's very fun too. But yeah, this is a very good Allosaurus figure. And I give the articulation a 7.5 out of 10. It's not bad, it's not great also. But yeah, overall, this figure is definitely a must pick. I really love the fact that Mattel is starting to listen to its fans and making the figures definitely better. And yeah, overall, it's a very good figure. Oh yeah, and I forgot, just before we finish off the video, forgot to go into comparisons. Here is the Hammond Collection Giganotosaurus. As you can see, it can't even really fit on screen. Here's, hold on, the Allosaurus compared to the Giganotosaurus, so it's quite size accurate. Put the Giga to the side. Here is the JP3 Ceratosaurus, so it's quite size accurate. And last one, we need a small dino. Oops, sorry, the camera. Here is the Pyroraptor. As you can see, the Allosaurus is way bigger than the Pyroraptor, as it should be. So yeah. So overall, I give this figure an 8 out of 10. It's a very good figure. I think Mattel is doing great with what they're doing. However, I think they need to sort of stop mixing the designs up a bit and stick to a design and make it faithfully, as the design is not 100% accurate. And I think for future releases, they should make all the articulation the same and try to up their articulation game a little. And also for the bendable tail, try to make it a bit more bendy. I know that's quite a hard ask for, because it's made out of rubber and they can't really change. So I don't know if they can do that. So yeah. However, yeah, I give this figure an 8 out of 10. It's a very good figure. Just a few issues with it that is holding it back. And I definitely recommend you buying this. For the price I bought this at, being 50 Singapore dollars, I think this is a must buy. Well, until the next video, goodbye for now, and until next time, I'll see you later.